What is up? Welcome to this week's Perspective. It is another week and a week of records, removing lids, smashing it, crushing. It's just fun. Like, this is going to be an exciting episode because there's so much to talk about.
Hey, look, like, we haven't been in here for 2 weeks, been on the road, Perspective didn't happen, and there's a lot to get caught up on in a little time. So we're going to jump right into it. We've got our playoff champs. This competition this year, I always knew with the National Sales League, the more years it rolls on and there's kind of this prestige and awareness, this recognition that starts surrounding certain incentives and competitions. And the playoffs all year there was just talk going on all the time about it. And you just saw the teams buying in and getting really hyped up and excited about it. But the amount of effort, excitement, willingness to go sacrifice. I mean, teams were literally going into markets where they're completely away from family, just zoning in, working crazy hours every day. And that's really the mentality it takes to go break records.
Our playoff champs, Apex, congratulations to you guys. A trip to Lake Powell, well-deserved to go dominate the playoffs. So cool. And by doing that and having all of these teams competing, we broke records.
Like, is now the time that I say I called it? Like, nice work, Apex. Congrats on the big win. So awesome to see you guys win the playoffs. I know for Apex, it was a goal all year long. It was something that they were very focused on and dialed in on. But we can't just mention them. Tribus and Arbor, those guys went all out, and their performances were ridiculous. Like, I'm so proud of the leadership within those groups. I mean, right now, without question, August will be a bigger month than July. I've been doing this job for a really long time. I've never seen that. I've never seen an August be bigger than July, but it's because of the performances of teams like Arbor and Tribus. Absolute great week, right?
Exclusive.
Holy
week.
cow. Like,
yeah.
Gosh, we just had a lot of teams firing on all cylinders. And that leads us into the numbers. We broke the all-time company record, 210 deals signed last week. There were some other records broken. One of the really significant ones was our install record.
Yeah. We
were right there at 1 megawatt installed on the week, which is the most ever in company history as well.
Yeah, so impressive at that level. Anytime you're competing, it gets chippy. So it was exciting to watch them go back and forth. The top teams on the week, we had Apex finishing with 55 on the week, Arbor right behind them with 53 on the week, and then Tribus right behind them. I gotta pull this up so I make sure I've got it. Right behind them, those guys with 45. So, boom. So those three just competing, duking it out. Then Exclusive with 18, Absolute with 16, and Alpha with 10. So an impressive performance from a lot of teams this week.
Yeah, it was awesome to see. Saturday, I love the Saturday productions. It's like 2 Saturdays in a row. So if you go this last Saturday, we signed 37 deals. There were a couple that were really late that ended up hitting on Sunday. So counting those, there were 5 deals that late night. So 42. What do you know? 42 accounts on Saturday. The Saturday previous to that, we broke through the 50 number and set an all-time record in daily production.
We broke through the 60 number. We hit 62.
Oh yeah. Gosh, it's been a long 2 weeks.
Yeah,
thank you. 62. And then we go get into the region numbers, and we also broke that last week. Congrats to the Rowan region, 97 accounts signed on the week, the most ever by a region. That's a big week. So congrats to Rowan and the effort that went in there. Getting into the individual side. Oh, sorry.
That's what I was going to say. So then you got to kind of jump down, obviously with companies and teams and everybody performing. Now you get to the individual side and you start breaking records there. Tate Moser, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, with 15 leads sold. now we have massive records being broken on the closer side with Jake Shreve.
It's so cool to see how those kind of go tandem, but you're exactly right. Like if they're getting broken at an office and region and company level, they're for sure getting broken also at an individual level as those performances are stepping up. Getting into the lead reps for last week, Andrew Buck. Man, this guy is impressive. 11 accounts on the week. Nice job, Andrew. Right behind him, Trey Erickson. You can see how bad Travis wanted it. Out there self-genning, getting it done.
Yeah.
8 accounts. Tate Moser with 8. Tyler Bean with 7. Preston Beck with 5. Juan with 5. Caden with 5. Gosh, Caden Carlos had such a big week last week. I love to see that. Caden just out getting it done. Self-genning. Had a phenomenal week. Jacob Shreve, 5 self-gen. Beck Erickson, 5. Dylan, 5. Ty, 5. Really cool to see. And then jumping into the closer side, this is where the record was broken. The previous record for most closes ever in company history in a week was set by the Mamba, right? It was set by Solar Greg. He had 15 closes in a week. Not anymore. The new company record belongs to Jacob Shreve. And Greg's the first one to say
Crowning the $1 million man here.
Yeah, seriously. But Greg always says, he says, records were made to be broken. That's like Greg's famous line, right? And so he loves that Shreve came in, and now that new high watermark for the business is 16 closes. That record now belongs to Jacob Shreve. Had some other phenomenal performances. Tyler Bean with 11, Trey Nix with 10, Austin Nilsson. Oh my goodness, 10 accounts closed on the week. Just smashed it. I'm so proud of Austin. Just recently got the promotion to be a regional. A massive week. Logan Wolf, 9, Trey Erickson, 8, KB with 8, Danny Seha, back from the woodworks. Danny, we love you. Welcome back. 7 on the week. Caden Carlos, 7 closes on the week for Caden. Stetson Banks, 6. Tanner Price, 6. Briggs Bogle, 6. Jake Zimmer, 5. Man, to be in the top 10, you had to crush.
What a great way to end the playoffs. So impressive. Congratulations to everybody. And ultimately the winners for everybody is increased production, more sales in the pipeline. Everybody's making more money, helping customers out there. So it ends up being a win for everybody to just go compete, right? Don't have the soft landing. Don't get yourself out of competition. Go compete. Right? Because win or lose, you walk out of it ahead.
Whenever you perform like this, there's always guys you want to go shine a spotlight on and just, but there's so many of them right now. But there is one guy I wanted to mention before we move away from the numbers, and it's Trey Nix. This guy battled the last 2 weeks, had some of the most massive weeks he's had in his solar career, and was really a lot of that heartbeat of that Apex office of driving that incentive and competition. I'm so proud of you, Trey. Nice work. I also, to your point, like to mention the end result, right? We go compete because it's fun to get recognized and get competitive. We're all competitive guys and girls. We want to go win these competitions. But then it's like, what's the net effect? Like, how does that affect lead rep pay? How does that affect closer pay? I know I was talking to one closer as we were traveling around. He added 150 grand plus to his pipeline.
In those 2 weeks.
In those 2 weeks,
yeah.
Right? So the amount of like life-changing money that's being made as a result of people just going out and hustling and sacrificing and competing. So cool to see.
Yeah, that 150 grand, he earned the hat, for that round.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can buy a few hats now.
Yeah. So awesome. The expansion tour, you talked about being gone. We were out of the studio for 2 weeks. You guys were traveling around like crazy. We saw those promotions coming through on Instagram. Just exciting to watch the young, new talent, guys that are catching the vision of solar and renewable energy and what it's doing across the country.
Look, there are companies that are 2 and 3 times the size of us right now in solar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade places with them. And the reason why, if I'm going to go recap that expansion tour, we have the best set of young leadership in the solar space. I've known that, and that continues to grow and scale. There's companies out there doing a lot of volume with some old dogs, right? Our young leadership, if you're not hungry right now, if you don't see the vision of what's going on, someone's going to replace you. Because this young set of leadership, all these opportunities that we've just promoted and expanded and brought guys into the leadership circle at RDX, those guys are hungry. And they absolutely will go dominate and make a name for themselves. And it is like the asset of this business, is that level of leadership that I believe is unparalleled to any other solar organization in the country right now. So yeah, we might be a little bit smaller in total volume right now, but let's let that roll a couple of years with this young leadership, let those wings spread, then we'll go compare numbers. But the expansion tour was a massive success. Congratulations to all of those who received promotions. If you didn't receive the promotion, go earn it. It's what I love about this industry. Like, you just go earn it. You go put in the work. Like, it's a resume every day. You're interviewing, right? Like, I've never promoted anybody in this industry. They just went and took it. And it's the result of understanding that every day you're interviewing, right? You get to go have the opportunity. There are no roadblocks in your way. You just go take the position.
For those who were promoted, welcome to the clubhouse. Okay, this Friday, we've got an exciting Maloof tournament. This is our chance every single year to go take the donations that have been received, go participate in that. It's kind of a fun time of year for us.
Yeah, so switching gears to wrap up the perspective, we got a surprise this Friday coming. We got a big check, and I just wanted to take a minute to thank each one of you on an individual level. Now, if you donated $25 or you donated 1,000 or more, because some guys have, I just want to say thank you. Regardless of the amount, thank you for making the sacrifice to help us go make a difference. And the amount that we're donating right now is a number that we had set as a goal as a business. I legitimately didn't think we would hit it. And I'm so excited to go to this event with Maloof, present it. And then from there, like the presenting's just, kind of whatever. But from there, it's, okay, now how do we go make sure that every dollar donated gets spent in the right way so that we can go have massive impact with making a difference to end human sex trafficking. And for sure, we love you and appreciate the efforts made by all to go help us in that cause and to go make a difference. And I want you to know you have. There's a reality there that there are very few jobs and opportunities out there where you get to go make life-changing money and at the same time go literally save people's lives. And that's what we did last year. That's what we're going to go do this year.
Yeah, I promise that one of the greatest principles you can learn is giving back. And if you can learn that principle, not only is it life-changing in your own character, but it's a wealth creation, wealth building principle that exists in our universe. And it without a doubt, we are calling our shot a little bit here. There is another round to go donate in Q4. We will need massive participation in that again in order to go actually hit this goal. So we're calling our shot a little bit with this donation, but we absolutely feel like it is the right thing to do. Thank you again for participating, just echoing your words. Truly grateful for everybody who saw the opportunity to go give back in a small way or a big way. So it will make a big difference.
Thank you for joining us this week. Make sure that you're sharing the video. Let's get it out there so that everyone gets a chance to go through and see the highlights and updates. We always appreciate people taking the time to go through and watch the perspective. So thank you for joining us this week. We'll talk to you soon.
Love you guys.